Violent crimes, sold drugs, and they're not even 18 years old yet. This is what so many of the kids' lives are like at Booker T. Washington School in New Orleans. But now in a fourth follow-up, a study shows that their behavior is changing drastically for the better. The principal says ever since they've welcomed ex-cons to become their teachers.
You get into college.
There are times that 15-year-old Jermaine Jackson feels like an outsider at school, not because he gets teased there, but simply because he is there.
The majority of the people where I live at ain't too many, people my age. They don't go to school. They don't go to school.
At all?
No.
Jermaine knows that being odd man out means out of jail.
How long were you out of school?
A while. I don't know. I lost track.
But since November, Jermaine says it has gotten a lot easier to stay off the streets.
Everything I used to do, I don't know. I don't do it no more. I want to be a scientist.
And David Quinn, who's 15 and already a father, can't believe how different his life is.
Without them, I wouldn't be here.
I used to be in the streets every other night, just wondering where my next dime gonna come from, and stuff like that. But ever since they came into my life, I learned how to be a better man, be more responsible.
In fact, it's change that even his principal can see school-wide.
Every day, yes.
So what happened to these kids who just this November, when asked a question, gave this violent answer?
What if someone came up to you and told you you were a very ugly-looking guy? What would you do? You would want to fight. This guy said, what about you? Matthew said he will respond by gunfire.
But now this is the kind of thing that Takesha is saying and feeling.
I know not to, get into an argument with somebody over what somebody said about my mama and stuff like that. Because it's not really worth it.
She is one of the hundreds of children in a life skills class at Booker T. Washington.
I committed murder. I committed armed robbery. I sold dope while I was 13, 14, 15 years old.
It's called the Circle of Courage. It's a decision-making class that teaches morals and values. Nothing different from many other schools, except for the people who are teaching it.
We've been poor all our lives. I didn't know. I just thought the only way that I can make money was to sell dope.
Their teacher is Ameer Baraka, a professional actor who will be in HBO's Treme in April. He has even brought his students out to the set. But it's his role in the classroom and his reality of being a convicted murderer that really speaks to these children.
We teach kids that no matter what the condition is that you're in, you don't have to become reactive. You take a proactive approach to it.
Ameer is using the same curriculum that he used. It's called The Psychology of Incarceration, written by Khalil Osiris, a former inmate of 20 years who got his master's while he was in jail as part of a rehab program.
Your thoughts and your values.
Osiris now dedicates his life to teaching and spreading his program to schools and churches worldwide.
Our 5-year plan is that we will create a group of leaders, a group of thought leaders, opinion leaders, incredibly influential young people who will dare to dream beyond their circumstance.
Tulane University Doctor of Criminology Peter Scharf is tracking the program. In November, Booker T. Washington expelled 16 students. In January, only 1. In November, 10 were suspended. In January, it went down to 6.
A lot of programs we had were nonsense. They were a bunch of psychobabble. No research at all. This one is founded on research. They've been those kids.
And the kids agree.
If you have people that have been through it talk to you, you can understand more.
Since the program started, Baraka has taken them to Angola to see the worst of the worst. And when he also took them to the set of HBO's Treme, they got cast as extras.
And they just showing me to new things. They showing me to a lot of new things.
And on this day, they are at Tulane University to plant the seed that they too can go to college. Baraka is fulfilling his vision by trying to change theirs.
They're there every day. They don't miss one day.
During our summer program.
Criminologist Peter Scharf says that the Recovery School District is now looking into expanding this program to 7 schools. And we are currently looking into how the schools are funding this program and what it will take to keep the program funded through the current grant. Mike?
All right, Lucy, thanks.